One of the most important elements of charts in general, not just charts in PowerPoint, is when should we use them and under what circumstances. So even more important than knowing how to create charts here in PowerPoint, and actually we will expand this as we talk about the topic again of charts once we move to Excel. The most important thing, more so even than knowing how to create these charts and how to put them in PowerPoint, is really to know when to use them. So that is the question. What is the purpose of our charts? What you have here is a list of 8 different charts. There are many more than this, but these are some of the most common ones. And I have named them, I have given them a purpose, and there is a little example of how each of these charts look like. So if we take a look, if we go one by one, the pie chart is something that we are very familiar with, but sometimes it gets overused, and one of the most common mistakes is the number of variables that are assigned to pie charts. Really, what you should be looking at is no more than 5 variables for each pie chart. Anything more than that makes it very complex, very hard to read. Remember, the purpose of the pie chart is to show a proportion of a whole, and each slice is that proportion. So when you have too many of them, it gets too confusing. The donut chart, similar to the pie chart, shows a relationship, shows the portion of a whole. The only difference, or the main difference, is that here with donut charts we can use more than one data series. Column charts, on the other hand, are useful for single or multiple series, and as you can see in the example, we use them to show data, and data changes over time. Then we have the line chart, and the purpose of the line chart is to display data over time as well. It's ideal for showing trends over equal periods of time, let's say days, hours, months, years. Useful for multiple series or for single series as well. The bar chart, we use it to show comparisons between items. Useful for multiple series, useful for single series. The area chart is very useful when we want to emphasize the magnitude of change over time. That is really what draws our attention, is to look at the total value across a specific trend. The scatter, or the XY chart, shows a relationship among different numerical values and across different data sets or plots. Later, maybe you have taken statistics or not yet, but for example, the chart that I have there in the slide, all faithful or options, is just data points, all of them linked through a line, an inclined line, a line in an angle, probably showing things like multiple regressions or single regressions. And then finally we have stock charts. They are useful to show fluctuations or the range of change between high and low values, again over a specific period of time. So again, my point with all this is more so than knowing how to create these charts and how to put them in a nice PowerPoint presentation, what is most important, the essence of this chapter, is really knowing what are the charts appropriate to specific situations. Based on the data that we have, what is the most appropriate chart to use in order to make our point.